Hello, and for those of you returning, welcome back. I am back from what I seriously consider a life-changing experience. Last week, I attended a conference called Moving Trans History Forward, sponsored by the Chair in Transgender Studies and the Transgender Archive, which is a really wonderful resource there at the university. Critically important for me was that this was the first time I was going to be able to spend more than one day as myself. The conference was 4 days long, and I attended all of it as myself, staying in our hotel, taking the bus back and forth from downtown to the conference, uh, doing a little bit of shopping in downtown Victoria, which is a lovely city, and just being me. Now, on the first night, we attended the opening ceremony, and by we, I mean me and my friend Cheryl, who I've known for 30 years. I showed off a bit in my red dress and those red pumps that I talked about in my last video. And maybe I overdid it a little bit, and I still am feeling it. I'm not sure if I'll get to wear those again. They were really hard to wear. But they looked great, and people remembered them. So there was that. The second day began the detailed programming of the conference with panel discussions and socializing events, networking, you'd call it. And I was really happy to attend these. I learned a lot, and I met other people like myself, some much further along in their journeys than I am, and others who are just newly cracked eggs like myself. I really enjoyed this, and it was a great experience. On the third day of the conference, I took this picture of me standing on the balcony of our 15th floor suite. Cheryl got us a good room. And you can see the beautiful city of Victoria behind me. I was really happy here. I was really happy at the conference. There was plenty of time to talk to other people, but also plenty of panels with which to learn and discover more about our field. And Cheryl presented a panel as well. She was there to present information about a Russian war hero of the 18th century who was, I guess we say, a woman living it as a man and becoming a war hero. It was very interesting. On the way back, riding on the public bus, which was just an ordinary BC Transit bus, not a special dedicated shuttle bus, so we were riding with other people. And I was just sitting there looking at things going by and looking out, and suddenly something hit me, and my face lit up. Started to smile real big. And Cheryl wondered what was going on. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm a girl. I'm a girl." This is one of those times where it just really hit me who I was and how I was living and how right it felt. Cheryl's been down this road a lot longer than I am, and does say this will get easier and more common, but you know, it's good to enjoy these moments of gender euphoria when you have them. On the final day, I dressed a little more plainly because we did need to leave the conference and go directly up to Vancouver because we had to, well, we stayed the night in Vancouver and flew back the next day, going back to our respective homes. And I just felt it was amazing. I keep saying this. I felt so right. things were really clicking. And this is not the last time I'm going to be spending time as myself. I think the journey is going to get deeper and deeper, and I will be more and more often able to spend the time as myself. And there was an element, because I did have to go back into a sort of boy mode in order to travel. And the funny thing is, it really felt a lot less like him had been dressing as me, as I was having to put on a disguise as himself. But it's really something to get to this point. I had a good time, and I hope to go back, and I hope to experience these moments of joy again. But now something serious is coming up. This coming weekend is a nationwide protest called Hands Off, and it's being held in many places around the country. And I have volunteered and signed up to attend the protest in Carson City, Nevada, the state capital, and I will be going over there and attending as myself. And I have made a sign that I will carry at the protest. This is my contribution to telling whoever wants to listen or is willing to or can have ears that what's happening in this country is not right, and we're not going to stand for it. But we are going to stand, and we are going to walk. And speaking of walking, I know spending several hours walking around, I can't be doing that in 3-inch pumps or even my nice flats. Instead, I've got a set of boots. They're okay, and they're comfortable, and they're going to do the job. And let's show what it looks like. I will say these are a lot more comfortable than the shoes I wore most of the time during the conference. Yeah, I'm a bit of a show-off. Even my black flats get a little tired after a while, and my patent leather boots, I probably should have changed out of them before we left the conference. Not because of any attention they called to me, but because by the time we got to the hotel in Vancouver, I could barely walk. You learn, you live, and that's what matters. So I hope next time I'll get to talk about how the march, the protest, how Hands Off went. And until then, I want to thank you all for the support you've given me, your kind comments, to one of my friends, the earrings that you have sent me. I'm very happy with them, and I will wear others of them. And all of you, take care and be safe. Goodbye.